Hello, Periscope and YouTube. Can you guys hear me? Good. I don't have much announcements today. I'll have announcements tomorrow. I will have announcements for next week's shows, even though I probably already told you guys already, but I'm going to remind you guys again tomorrow. Okay? So let me get the other camera and cued right now, because well, I normally would tape the introduction for that, but I decided, well, I'm gonna tape it right when I read, I guess, on that one. So let me turn on the camera, and we are officially live on both cameras. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start reading my poem right now, and I'm going to bring you guys a flashback of this poem. So let's get started. Okay, the poem today is called My Reading at the Festival of Friendship. Today, at my poetry reading, I did my best. During my experience, it felt so unreal. The relation did not settle in. Afterwards, some people came up to me and said I left them with some kind of emotion. I think I did a good job, even if I was nervous. Now, I don't know if you guys enjoyed the poem and felt the oomph in it, which I hope you guys did. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about that day. I think I talked about it last season, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it again because some of you, I may have new viewers here on Periscope as far as I saw on my list. So I will go ahead and talk about what happened that day and tell you guys exactly some details about that. I remember that I did this in downtown San Diego. It was a high school. It was done on a weekend, in fact. I remember them asking me, would you like to do a poetry reading at this festival where there's going to be a lot of people and it's supposed to be about friendship and stuff? Said, sure, why not? I'll be willing to do it. So they said, okay, all you gotta do, so do you want to do something there? I was like, I think you know what I'm going to do already. So they said, okay, so you're going to do some poetry readings. I was like, yep, and I'm going to read 2 poems to them. So I did. Well, I don't remember exact poems I read that day anymore. I wish I can remember it, but I don't, which is great. Besides me, there were other people that were on stage besides me. There was this guy that did this dance. He did the Michael Jackson dance or something. He did the moonwalk or something like that. And he was like slowly walking and doing his stuff and dancing. And then there were other people that day that were also dancing and singing. Well, when it came my turn, I did my poetry reading, and I messed up on the first poem that I did that day, believe it or not. And then the second one, I did pretty good. After my broadcast, right after I did the poetry reading, I forgot that. People kind of said thank you to me, and people were waving at me and saying good job. And a lot of people said, you really touched me by that poem you read. Said thank you. And then a lot of people were like shaking my hand. They're like, maybe we're going to see you in the future. I was like, yeah, maybe the next time you see me, I'll have a book out and I'll do a signing for you guys. And they're like, yeah. And I remember asking, I said, how many people were exactly here today watching me reading? And I learned that day that there were 600 people watching me that day in the school. Believe it or not. Biggest audience ever. That was my biggest audience, guys. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was. I gotta tell you guys, when I found out I read in front of 600 people, I was like, oh my gosh, and I didn't even realize I had touched so many people's life that day, I guess, or So that was fun, guys, and hopefully someday, hopefully that will happen. Hopefully I'll be in front of a big audience, maybe in person. I know you guys are probably wondering, how far will these broadcasts go? That, I'm going to give you guys that answer now. Believe it or not, guys, I don't know if this will happen, but I'm promising you guys this now. Okay? If I'm actually on TV or something like that, and it's live, I promise you guys will get to be there with me. Do that. And if I also have another poetry reading at the bookstore, promise you guys, it's going to be live on Periscope. No doubt about it, guys. That's my promise now. Because the fact that I read in front of 600 people at one point in my life doesn't mean I'm going to stop right there, guys. I'm going to have more bigger audiences maybe someday. So just let you guys know that. Because I know many of you probably are wondering how far I'm going to go with it. So that's to let you guys know on that. Anyways, as I always say, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And that is a wrap. Join me on the flip side, or the text side, or Skype. And I would like to do a shout out to Miss Erin. Hello, Erin. Thank you for joining my broadcast tonight. Thank you, Dr. Bob, for joining me too. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow night, guys, at my regular time. See you guys all then. Yeah, baby. I hope the camera will stop when I press end broadcast, because sometimes it does not want to end. You know what I mean? So, see you guys all tomorrow.